She's not here yet. She's late.
Who else is
we are
joining?
live. Good evening, South Africa. We're still waiting for one guest. And let me just introduce my fellow degenerates. We've got Brian, who has a hoodie fetish. Next to him is Madam President. Then we've got an illegal tobacco farmer in the lower left corner. And beneath him is a cavalier with a, we'll call him Portos or Atos or something similar. Also known as the garden route bandit. And I think we should start a tradition that we're going to start with.
Can I use that?
Hey, yeah, use it.
Garden bandit. It's got such a lekker ring to
You can
it.
use what the fuck you want.
I think Mareike needs to give us our intro. Mareike, what is our catchphrase?
South Africa, save your. Wait.
Start again. Okay, you didn't just see that. Rewind. We're doing really well.
ATM is not fucking working. She needs a servicing. She needs a lawnmower, people.
Your safe word is freedom, and you better start using it.
That's it. That is it. Okay, hello. Are you all as irritated as I am? We asked this question: is the Grand High Dirtbag speaking to us tonight? And if yes, what time?
Koptuk didn't give him permission yet.
And
Let's not go down that route.
What tonight?
No.
Yeah, let's not go down anywhere close to Koptuk at all. Okay.
What is on Herman's mug?
Who's drinking what tonight? It's an Australian pinup.
I was about to say it's a caricature of the average South African, but Australian pinup.
It resembles the wife of many people in South Africa, especially if you're from the Karoo or Australia.
Please, I need to remember to tell you guys a joke about sheeps and Australians offline.
Can I tell you a joke?
Let's not go down the Australian route
first.
Hello, Mr. Noons. Thank you for being a customer. I actually served this man in the store today, by the way, just to let you know. I was absolutely fucking useless.
Did he give good service?
I don't know. I'm hoping he's going to give us a good rating. Thanks, Bri.
I realized I can't
give him a Yelp rating, Stephen. Right?
I can't give gun shop counter jockey shit anymore because you're one now.
Yeah, I am. It's pretty sad.
No, that was when you should give them more shit. More shit. Now you have an insider lane.
You've got a fan for your moustache.
Thank you, Willem. Thank you. I'll tell my wife.
Willem.
Ruan.
You know how you can underscore that? Send us super
hello,
chat.
Beth.
Send us
and hello, the teabag. Who's the teabag guy? Is that me or Jeremy's not here tonight? Someone's ringing. Talent Tactical is. Listen, Jeremy might still join us, but I think his wife's keeping him busy tonight. She's not on call. No, I'm being dead serious. He said he wanted the link to join, but he says no. Well, may not name her, but his missus is keeping him busy. JCS, good evening, sir.
Fuck you guys! You just made me delete the WhatsApp. That's important for laughing so much.
JCS, I read that so quickly when I said one day on the show I will have a three-way with Paratus. And I was just like, you won't, but okay.
Shout out to Zuck. I got my new Damage Eyewear Paratus branded sunglasses. I wore them the whole day today. They were amazing. And I wanted to show them off on the stream because they're so... And guess what I did? I left them in the car. But this came with them, which is my little minimalist wallet, which I'm using for my... I'm just showing off now. I use it for my little Paratus business cards. There you go.
Brian, I just realized something.
What?
Me and you have been some of the original, like the groundbreaking frontiersmen fighting in the trenches for the days of gun servant.
Yeah.
But we just see all of these goodies happening. but, and then every time I hear, Gideon, when are we getting t-shirts? No, it'll happen. And then next moment, Gideon has a minimalist wallet. It's just like, yeah, but you bought that. It doesn't count.
Right?
Laurie, we said,
Oh
shit, Laurie's here. Laurie's here. She had to send a super chat. Well,
Gideon, when are we getting t-shirts? No, it'll happen.
T-shirts.
And then
I've already got 3 designs ready. I'm just waiting for the weather to warm up, bro. Just calm down.
Is that the latest excuse? Or is that what you're sticking with?
Yeah. Hello, Laurie. Laurie's here.
Hi, Laurie.
Now that I guess
The queen of the anal dildos. I just had to finish this. T-shirt to warm up. Listen, our streams never get monetized.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
Hang on. I want to ask Gideon something. All right, Gideon.
Yes, I have.
I made a special arrangement.
Oh my.
Oh, she's off.
She's off.
Did you get your tobacco from Jim?
I know Jim has it. I haven't seen Jim in Levende Live in a bit, but I will make a plan to get it from him.
Okay, so I've made a contribution to your channel, and I've organized tobacco for you. And you said you had a tummy bug. Meantime, you were bubble us, and
It was both.
You didn't come and buy, and I still haven't received my cap.
Send me your address, please.
Oh, somebody said.
Oh, you were promised a cap. Yes, I was promised nothing.
you don't get one, Ro.
Yeah, but Herman paid.
You don't get one, Ro.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
someone is breathing
Someone's
heavily. Is
really
that,
breathing sexily and idea.
I think it's Laurie's.
Yes. Is she doing that on purpose or is it frozen? Like,
No, she's frozen. This is going really well. This is just a typical Whisky Friday stream.
Hi guys.
so, whilst Laurie's sitting there,
Please on, but my
behaving
husband
in
is
complete
okay. My
frozen.
husband is on, so just
That's not cool, Laurie.
Hello, Laurie. We
That's
saw Jeff. But who's breathing so heavily? Because that's usually Rowan. Rowan usually breathes heavily into microphones.
Okay,
No, I don't think
JGS.
it's me.
I know. I haven't called.
no.
It's Marika speaking about her
Oh
lawnmower.
good.
Also gently inflatable.
Okay, JGS. I know. I haven't.
Okay,
So,
now that everyone's
Laurie,
speaking to everyone,
Are you
shush.
intubated?
No, shush,
Okay.
right? Shush. Who's drinking what
Oh,
tonight?
start with
Gideon,
Herman.
what are you drinking? Herman, wat fucking drink jy in daai skaapkoppie?
Stop.
Ek kan die fucking skaap sien. Wat is binne in die koppie? Herman, wat fucking
Kyk self.
Ai,
Nee, ek
nee,
kan
Here.
fucking sien. Ek kan die fucking skaap sien. Wat is
Somebody's
Okay.
thinking. It's coffee.
uh-huh.
And
Marijke's got Jim Beam.
make your own assumptions after that. She's got a Jim Beam.
Okay, cool.
That's her third husband.
Brian, that is not a good look for you.
What?
This is my first one.
Yes.
Jim, Jack, and Johnny.
Oh, it's your
Jim,
first
Jack, and Johnny.
husband tonight. She's got a Jim Beam.
I'm going with
That's
Sergey,
not what
right?
Third husband, apparently.
Vodka for me tonight. What are you drinking, Ryan?
I've got some
Yes.
First one.
belts that I did not get illegally. I would never do such a thing.
First husband tonight.
Yeah.
I'm,
I've got some illegally.
this heavy breathing is seriously, it's not working. I thought it would be a turn on, but it's not. I
This
thought it
stream
would be a
is such a
turn on.
disaster. Can someone...
It's Laurie.
Laurie,
I've got a way to
Ah,
make it.
excuse you. Excuse you. Thank you.
I can make it worse. Hang on. I can.
Fucking hell. The lack of anal dildos is my fault. The anal gaping is my fault. Everything is just Laurie's fault tonight. That's awesome.
She knows
Awesome,
it's
dudes.
Hang on, I'm about to make it. Hang on, I'm about to make it.
Oh, one of you performing fellatio on a golf.
Okay, who's playing the music?
I better
That
stop
would
it
be
before
too
we
bad.
get taken down.
The music.
I better stop it
That would
before
be
we
too
get
bad.
taken down.
Oh, one of us performing fellatio on a goldfish. Yes, it's the sound is porno fucking great. I like that comment.
And there's an echo somewhere, which is delayed. It's a delayed echo.
on.
It's the
I
worst
think-
kind of
sound is-
echo.
I think what we should do is just
Fucking great.
mute our mics quickly
I
and
like
see
that comment.
who's causing the
Disturbance.
echo. Yeah, I'm muting first.
It's a delayed echo.
I think
Worst kind
what
of
we
echo.
should do.
Well,
I think it's
still echoing.
Rowan.
So I'm gonna go next.
Skakel gou jou nou af.
Go Rowan next.
Okay, first.
Okay, hello.
Okay, I'm back. Hi guys, can you hear me?
Okay, but
Rowan.
now between.
Rowan. No, it's not Rowan.
It's
No.
not Rowan.
Okay, I'm
It's
back.
either. Laurie, do you have a speaker on in the background? Laurie, do you have a speaker on in the background?
No, I switched everything off. It's just me up.
This is just going to be Friday night with Billy Joel, Piano Man, and the Echo,
13th.
and Darth Vader's here. So someone said, Bereke, please fetch your Darth Vader's what you call it, your
I'll have
lightsaber.
something to drink in meanwhile.
Is there a seventh person? Not that we're aware of, Jacques, but
I'll have some.
Probably.
anything is possible. Is there a
So
seventh
whoever from state
person-
security is.
Not that we're aware of, but anyway, can we live with this? I think so. Let's just carry on. The
we
more
gonna
you
have-
drink, the less you hear the echo.
Whoever from state security is.
So anyway, can we live with this? I think so.
Are we gonna have? Well, hang on, wait. We have an explanation for the heavy breather. My thing says that the heavy breather might be the gimp in Mareka's basement. Mareka, feed your gimp. Might be in Mareka's basement. Mareka, feed.
Yes?
Where's Worstier? Where's Worstier?
Have you
I
fed
saw
your
him.
gimp,
I saw
Mareka?
him mentioned, and I'll tell you why. Because
In Rebellious Root,
he was still
Laurie,
offering to
bring
take
your-
Mareka on a
microphone
date.
on
Because
Rebellious Root,
he was still offering to take Mareka on a date.
microphone.
No, JCS was going to take me on a date today.
Brian,
He stood me up. No, JCS was going to take me on a date today. He stood me up.
I think the only person. I just hit an epiphany. The only person whose connection is worse than Brian's at this stage is Laurie's. Are you on Rain as well?
Terrible.
Worse than Brian's at this stage is Laurie's. Are you on Rain?
no. 1 gig fiber line, actually. I'll have you know.
Talking off the road. That is so true.
Laurie,
The
And
Monday morning-
that's
the
where you-
Monday
I do
morning
not
meeting
work
is-
for a fiber internet supplier at all. Don't
you've
look at
been,
me.
Laurie, they screwed you over at Six Love, just like the government did with the tobacco farmers and the wine farmers. Was that?
It's a sensitive topic, Herman, but how's it going on that
Yes,
front?
yes, and there wasn't even the courtesy of a common reach around. I know.
How's it going on that?
This is going to be
no.
interesting. You're having a discussion with Herman and she wants a reach around.
This is a normal Friday night.
Discussion with Herman and she wants a reach around.
This is a normal Friday night.
It's not Whisky Friday, it's What the Fuck Friday, by the way.
No, not tonight. It's all sorts of other illegal Friday.
Kom ons leave die stream en gaan drink.
All sorts of other illegal Friday.
Gideon, yeah, the tobacco thing, it's hurry up and wait. I'm just going to leave this off because I hate this echo in my ears. Let's hurry up and wait for the whole bloody thing to, and then let's see what the court says. And we haven't heard anything from our beautiful president yet, so I am graciously waiting for him to come onto our screens and grace us with his presence to tell us what is going to happen with the lockdown and what's going to happen with the tobacco. Dear Mr. President, please do us a favor and graciously grace us with your presence.
Or fucking die. I mean, either one of the ways will work.
Yeah.
In
I was
fact,
about to
I
say,
like that he can just fucking die part better.
do we have a president, bro? This is the other
One of the
question.
ways will work.
Or do we have a
Have an
council?
NDP.
We've got.
No, I think Calamity Corp as
Calamity
Suck.
Koptuk.
Harry.
all that Laurie's connection allows is for her to drop the occasional soundbite, and it's all fucking off the charts.
And then she freezes again. It's like
Yeah, and then her stream is continuously looping our conversations back to us, and then we have the Darth Vader.
no.
Listen, have any of you watched the 12 Tasks of Asterix? Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, there was one of the tasks was the place that sends you mad. Now, apart from that being a really good analogy of mango and working there, it's a bit like the
Herman-
stream with the echo. Do you have purple form C3,
Bart, pass op.
E5, and you need to go down corridor D, floor 3, door 7, to get the yellow form E65 to apply for the purple form. This is exactly what this entire discussion is like tonight. Because Mareike is super chatting in the comments. Raoul is stroking his cavalier moustache. Brian is cock-looking, and Herman is trying to stay sane. And Laurie
Really
comes
trying
in,
to save
drops bombs, and leaves like a B-52. I can just see little Vietnamese children running in her wake, trying to get away from the chaos and destruction.
Man, this echo.
Gideon, ek het jou gesê, asseblief, Jeff is all in bloody audience. Please, just
Yeah, he's
down a
here.
notch. Just a little
No,
bit. Just like
Jeff
this.
is here.
No.
Wait,
I saw him earlier.
Laurie, we'll take it down a notch if you stop the echo from coming back and causing circles.
Oh my
Like
God.
everyone reckons. I
Maar
think
ek
everyone.
asseblief bietjie
It's
go
not
back
Rowan.
up.
It's not Rowan. The best thing about this is that Mareike's laugh comes
Ja, dat was dus-
back.
We're surrounded.
Does anyone have YouTube open? Let's ask because Ruth is asking the serious question. Let's keep this. If the guilty party could close their YouTube, that'll help. Whomever that is. Guilty party group, that'll help.
As far as I can tell, my YouTube is not playing.
Yeah, and
Definitely
I've
not
got.
mine. Definitely not mine. I have a whole bunch of children that are not cooperating, but I don't have YouTube.
So basically,
I have a whole bunch of
what you're
children
saying,
that are
we're
not
18 minutes
cooperating,
into the stream. It's a complete abortion,
but I don't
and we're just going to carry on and
don't
see
have
until
YouTube.
we lose people viewing us. So basically, and this is the 10th Whisky Friday. We made it to 10. So a massive congratulations to everybody here tonight for.
And I actually had a legit topic to discuss tonight. A legit fucking topic.
A massive congratulations. Okay, but we'll get to that in a moment because Septic Tank,
What
I'm
was the
just going to call him
topic?
Septic Tank, has got the best question
Fucking
out of all of them.
Hang on. Guys, sorry, I've got it under here. I'm going to drop. I think let's each drop off quickly. Just leave
Yep.
Gideon online. Drop off. Let's see who, and then Gideon. We'll come on each one, and let's see who's got the fault. Gideon. We'll come on each one, and let's see who's got the fault.
Okay, I think we've established Laurie has the echo, so we're going to have to fix it that way. And now Laurie.
On for a minute so I can answer the question.
Yay! Echo is back.
Okay, it was Laurie.
Definitely.
Definitely. That is driving me crazy, bro.
But now they permanently dropped off. So hopefully they can.
So can I carry on with your question with now that we have Herman here? Because it was actually really freaking interesting before the echo got in the way. Right? So what's the workaround in place for tobacco now?
Well, to be quite honest with you, Brian, there's a bit of a difficulty on this situation. The workaround for us will be to literally sit and wait until we hear what this BATSA is going to say in the end. At this stage, they came back to us and said, listen here, guys, full contract for next year. All right, so at up until 2-3 weeks ago, before the court case, we weren't sure how the contracts were going to go. All right, they said full contract. If this ban is not lifted by the end of October, they're going to start cutting us by an average percentage. I think I said about 600,000 kilos a month in the letter they sent us. Worst case scenario is that we can lose around 2 to 3 million kilos of the total crop harvest in South Africa, which would be half, 50%. And in the end, yeah, we don't know. Let's hope and let's see.
Cool. Let me just, Laurie, the echo came from you, by the way. So we might have to mute you and unmute you when you want to talk for some reason. There we go. Okay. Laurie's fixed it. Right.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So what's the alternative, right? I mean, I do realize it's a little bit of a serious conversation, but what's the alternative?
No.
So you can't grow half of your crop. What do you put in the ground in its place?
Probably that would be soybeans. Coming up, if I have to cut half of my crop, that would be soybeans. But that would also mean half of my staff is going to go. Unfortunately, that's going to be the fairest
directly
deal.
Cyril and his president, prime minister.
Now, look, guys. Yeah. Look, let's look at this case, guys. And we've been talking about this whole tobacco case. How it's affecting me? How it's affecting the buyer? Who's the smoker? Who's it affecting, guys? But I think in a bit of seriousness, and then we can get back to crazy sheepies on my mug. This is not just a case for tobacco. This is also a human rights case, guys. If we lose this case, this is directly going to give the minister power if she continues to extend this lockdown. It's going to cause her to get more power, and then she can just implement whatever the cabinet wants to. They can go back to implementing these permit systems. Look, Patel already said that he wants businesses to apply for a permit to operate by government signing off on it. That is an age-old communist thing. So control. So in the future, what they want is Gideon and Marika and me and all of us, Brian, you and Laurie and everybody, should apply for a business permit, which gives the government permission to look over your shoulder and tell you how you should do things. And if you don't comply, whoops, I take your property. Oh, by the way, we've already taken your property with EWC. So where are we going, guys? That's the problem. And the people should start realizing that this is an issue. This is a human rights case. This is not just a tobacco case. All right, that's me on the serious note.
I'm with you on that one. All right, and it's the same thing about the whole gun thing. This is something I see Gideon's picked up on, or not picked up on. That's unfair to say, but I mean my component or my dog in the gun rights fight has always been, you know what, gun rights are just the most profound expression of personal freedom that you can probably have, right? And that's one of the reasons why I've always been so heavy. I agree with you. You cannot allow a government to grow beyond its power. You can never ever trust a government, right? Even less so when it's trying to grab or make you do things to justify what you do for a livelihood.
Can I segue right in on that? Because Becky Tsele opened his rancid mouth today, but I just want to give a shout out to Pule in the comment section. He of the armed grandmother, and hopefully we can get her legally armed again. Yeah, he brought up the teabagging, but this is a conversation that we will be taking into the townships because that's where the shit also does matter. But Becky came out today and he said lockdown has been great for South Africa's safety and security because crime went down during lockdown. I'm like, wow, okay, we turned into a police state for like 4 to 5 months where we made it a criminal offense to leave your house. And then we wonder why contact crime declined because, wow, people didn't come into contact with each other. The only thing we had to give up to get this low crime society was our ability to legally leave the house. Basically everything. So, that's all you had to surrender.
I mean, don't you think Becky thinks that he would look so fucking awesome in a Gestapo uniform? Because that's the way the fucking idiot's mind works. He wants everyone to have a dompas again, right? Justify where they are whenever they're outside of their house at any given second. He wants to control every single element of everyone's life. And if you don't adhere to exactly what Becky wants, he's going to send his dickheads in the TRT to come beat the living shit out of you because that's all. Can I
quickly just be very offensive, but extremely? So if offending stuff upsets you,
let me just take a sip.
Yeah, put fingers in your ears and just tune out now. This is a massive trigger warning. The major difference between Becky Tsele's and his SAPS and the Stasi and the Gestapo are that the latter two agencies were efficient in what they were doing, whereas the SAPS is just a disgraceful, criminally infiltrated organization of gangsters, and Becky Tsele is just a wannabe. I mean, I have nothing good to say about whomever. I can't even remember who the Nazi was who headed up the Gestapo. His name escapes me, and I can't even remember the name of a single KGB commissar who headed up the Stasi.
His name was Hermann Göring.
Was it Göring? I thought he was in charge of something else. No, he was a Luftwaffe, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I thought he was in charge of something else.
And Jürgen Hess.
He was a Luftwaffe, wasn't
Yeah.
That one.
Hang on.
So
Heinrich Himmler was more of the fighter. Let me see.
Himmler
was more of the fighter. Let me see.
Hurry.
Göring.
You're echoing, Laurie. Okay, but anyway,
Heinrich Himmler was also appointed chief of German police by Hitler in 1936.
I can't believe we're having an argument on my stream about which Nazi did what. This is like a low point.
I want to just verify my Göring.
So sorry. It was Rudolf Diels in 33 to 34. Reinhard Heydrich, so I was right, in 34 to 39. Heinrich Müller in 39 to 45. But Himmler was appointed head of all of the police anyway. So
Göring.
But Brian, so here's what's funny. So he's
and it's
our friend Sele is going on about his
just to answer Herman. Sorry, Rowan. Sorry.
Yeah,
he was a minister. He was the minister.
He was Luftwaffe. Yeah, and he was Luftwaffe.
No,
sorry.
Göring, but he was also the minister at some point.
High five.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so hold on. They say they arrested 300,000 people, right? So I'm buddies with a lawyer that I trained with, and he said to me the other day that at the moment the NPA is throwing out something like 70% of cases because they can't deal with it.
More than that.
And the funniest thing is there's a guy that. But hold on, that's not the point. The point is that they're spending ridiculous amounts of money. And it's his claim to fame. Oh, it's 300,000. No, it's not. It's actually you're spending resources on 30% of 300,000 that is actually going to court. Aside from that, there's a guy that works with me. He got fined, or I don't know what, but long story short, he had to appear in court for a traffic violation during lockdown. But fair enough, you screwed up badly. I mean, he was like, you're lucky that you did not sleep in jail. He rocks up at court. There's a desk outside the courtroom with an auntie with a stamp or whatever, and says, "Excuse me, why are you here?" No, he's booked for so and so and so, and what time? What for? No, a traffic violation, and it's a like I said, it's a dude, you screwed up on this one, and like, oh no, thank you, give it here, boom, done, thank you, you can go. Nothing, and I'm willing to bet most of it is exactly the same. So he's claiming something which simply doesn't exist.
Every single state prosecutor I've spoken to, when they hear about Disaster Management Act and they hear about SAPs and they just do this, right? Because there's so much police taking the law and using it to reach right back up there, just freaking haul it all out, because that's what they do. That's what Becky's Bully Boys and the TRT, and quite frankly, the rest of them do.
Yeah.
Now I made Laurie laugh because we did the whole.
Yeah, we've made no Glory Hole. That's her name on the stream tonight, and the Madam President has been very quiet. It always makes me worry.
Oh, what do you want me to do? You guys are talking all over one another, so I'm just sitting here doing what the introvert does best, observing.
Okay, but grace us with your wisdom.
My wisdom.
Well, not your wisdom teeth, just your wisdom. It's fine.
Pule's got a really good question. Maybe Mareko would like to hit up on that one.
Yeah, but she already wanted to, Mareko. What is the first question you wanted to answer? We never answered you. And
what is more important for me?
Oh, in a man for you.
I'm dating the face or the body, the sense of humor.
There you go. There's a good philosophical answer.
Definitely.
Can you make Mareko laugh? And if the answer is no, then
sorry.
Then don't even buy her a lawnmower. If you need to make her laugh, then buy her a lawnmower from Hitachi.
Why am I doing this?
Because she's going like that.
I shouldn't. This is not wholesome. Let's move on.
Pule's question, I think.
This is not.
I think if there is going to get the asses kicked.
I want to talk. I want to answer Pule's question.
Pule's question, I think.
You can answer Pule's question, Glory Hole.
So we have friend Rosenthal's.
You do? Really? People were friends with you?
Really? People were friends with you?
Not now, bro. Not now. But anyway, they're in Mozambique now, and I spoke with Y only today, and she said it's actually very calm where they are now. The crap is flying in the northern parts of the country, but there's no there's no real immediate danger to them right now. I think they're just outside of the old Alem or Maputo. They're that side. So she says everything is just it's as normal, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to change the next couple of months.
Okay, that's true.
Let me just say, when it comes to ISIS, when it comes to ISIS, Otaniqua Shooting Club is really excited. We are looking forward to them. We will be waiting for them by the Caimans Pass Bridge. Bring it.
Can I say one thing about ISIS, Pule? And then I'm going to hit up Jay's answer because he doesn't want to be ignored, right?
No, but he made some pretty good comments.
You really don't want your kid to be listening to this, Herman. But anyway, sorry, Pule. ISIS would make a better governance for South Africa than the South African government right now. I'm just saying you'd have more freedom under ISIS. Just putting it out there.
Madfang agrees, by the way.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, we won't have bacon. That's
you know
a bit
what?
of a
you can still smuggle
slight deal
bacon.
breaker for me.
You can still smuggle bacon. Anywho. And Jay, your nickname
Hello,
for the
Jacob.
TRT, you can't call them the replacement talkies because they're not. They're just utter stupid, brainless, gormless, pathetic, skillless, talentless cunts. But what you can call them is something along one of the words.
What you really think, Brian?
Yes, there
Brian,
we go.
gladly, I had my microphone on my ears and not on my son because he's quite fluent in English. His mom is Irish, so he would have understood every word you said. He didn't. Oh man, he was like he came in.
Put your ears on the kid.
No, he didn't. But he came in and he's like looking on the side and he's like, I want to be on the stream. I want to be on the stream. I'm like, okay.
Bad decision. Terrible parenting decision. You're out of 10.
Bad. Listen here, guys. While I'm on the stream, Marika, is there a way that you can post the photo that I sent you of my 308? I'll send it.
Send it to me, and I'll see if I can do something with it. Just WhatsApp it to you. Just hello to Jacob from Louisiana, or from the land of the free, the home of the brave. The good part. And then
Louisiana,
Bernard.
I don't know if they're the home of the brave, but they certainly are the home of the drunk.
Well, that's this country.
Beth's giving me shit because I'm getting out in an airplane. You jealous,
well,
Beth?
Bernard's here. I know that he's drunk, and I'm not surprised he's late. And Rowan got us our first Rowan-related super chat.
There we go. Excuse the background. Okay. Guys, it took me like 6 months.
Him.
Thanks, Billy.
Yeah, that guy. This one in the corner.
What about? No. What about me? What did I do wrong?
Our fan in Louisiana wants to know about growing tobacco, dude.
And are you going to yeet in the boogaloo? That's the other question that Septic Tank is asking. A simple yes or no will suffice to this question. Yeah, are you going to Naruto run? Are you going to yeet in the boogaloo? Are you going to Naruto run? Are you going to give the alphabet boys a run for their money? All the good questions. It's just yes or no answer. Because I don't want to go to prison for sedition here, Herman. So you need to answer fucking carefully, okay? My life is on the line.
Darren Brand says 1 Forest 1. It should actually be 1 4 S's T.
Okay. 9.
Okay. I made one mistake previously. I'm not going to make it again. That's my answer.
Yaku, because you're a dedicated fan who actually asks these questions, I will organize you I will try and get you a hoodie that fits you. None of them fit Brian because Brian is Habakkuk. Yeah.
Before you get super happy, right, Yaku, just ask Herman about Gideon's organizing promises. Ask Herman to show us his awesomely cool Paratus cap. Ask him to put it on his head. He can't.
I can't because I don't have it. And I organized him specialized air-cured tobacco from Oudtshoorn, made sure, and I even transported it personally from Oudtshoorn to Cape Town. And I haven't even received.
Yes, I also agree. Bernard should buy beer.
Okay, but let me just say, if you're
send me your
ever
address.
in my neck of the woods again, and you do not let me know and have a beer or a whiskey with me, I will take it personally.
I will inform you next time because I informed Gideon and I ended up drinking with Germ and Joe. Although Germ did the drinking, I did the braaiing, and Joe did the streaming. It was quite confusing.
I will exchange a Paratus cap for a cigar.
Yeah, but the only reason, Marika, is because you'll just get a replacement shipped to you.
No, but I've got 3 caps.
No, but you'll still get a replacement. Let me just say, this is Herman, just send her the cigar. Oh God, that sounds, the innuendo is terrible. It's like Bill Clinton level. And
cigar, no blue dress, just a cigar.
No blue dress. I don't think Marika owns a blue dress. She owns a slutty Jedi outfit.
Of course I have a blue dress. More than one.
God. Remember to wash it.
Guys, listen here. My predicant is listening
the
to
lawnmower
stream.
dress.
You should never let your predicant tune in on this. That's a terrible life decision.
Oh,
Why did-
I've got to tell you the story about Predicante watching stream, right? So a few years ago, we do this job for a TV series called Strike Back. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Okay,
You died. That's what I remember. But it was awesome.
I died 3 times. I got shot. I got blown up in a lift, and I got pushed out of a tower. Sorry, Herman's predicant. But anyway, coming back to this. So we organize a whole bunch of extras, right? They're looking specifically for people who've had some experience and some training because they want them to make them look all fucking tactical and shit. Okay. So anyway, we get this one guy and he's super excited. He's a policeman in Littleton. He's super excited. He's been on TV. I mean, he doesn't quite know that you don't really see the freaking extras. You're kind of in the background or blown up or on fire or falling out the fucking tower. Okay. But he's super excited.
His name is not Mike Bollais.
No, it's not him. Okay. But he gets his whole church to come and watch the South African screening of Strike Back. I don't know if any of you have seen Strike Back, okay? But it's a Cinemax film, which means there's violence, fairly cool violence, and there's loads of titties and loads of sex. And this church that he belongs to is super conservative. Like, really super conservative. Like Marika's blue dress conservative, okay?
Not that kind of
This
blue
went
dress.
down. Sorry.
Marika.
Yes. So this went down in his living room. I understand that it was dead fucking silence over the cookies and tea when the topless ladies came on before he got pushed out the tower.
Listen,
you should never invite your predicant to shit like that, okay?
Hang on. He's an extra on the set, all right? When you're an extra on the set, usually you get the script because you need to know what's going on. Did he not read the script?
Read it.
Dude, he saw the fucking topless girls by the pool. So the setting was we were meant to be in Colombia, right? He was standing and chatting with them. He tried to feel the one's titties and everything. He knew exactly what was going to be on the screen, but he had a brain fart, right? He just didn't fucking realize that, they're going to have topless titties in this thing.
I think being a policeman from Littleton, I would understand that he had a brain fart. Now, all the police in Littleton is going to kill me.
Well, the argument would be you'd have to have a brain to fart first. But sure.
Yeah, but you live in Brits, you're fine. But Bernard sent me.
Littleton isn't far away.
just to quickly, it's very far fucking away. He got his Brian, the shotgun you love, the Saiga 12 gauge.
Oh, no way.
Bernard got his delivered to him today, and he took a picture of his Paratus cap with his Saiga 12 gauge, and he sent it to me, and I can't bring it up on the bloody screen, but I'll post it on the page. Yes, like it's stunning. Hang on, maybe
hang on.
I'll do the low-tech version.
What about my picture? Because my rifle needs a Paratus cap next to it as well.
Okay, so I'll start with yours quickly. We'll do this low-tech because we live in Isisville. Okay, so there's Herman's rifle. Okay,
that's
right.
Nice.
That's actually really, really cool. It's what chassis is that? Is that the Gun Warrior one?
Okay, let me give you the specs of my rifle because I'm pretty amped up about it. It's a 308 Remington 700 26-inch barrel, plain straightforward, on a Warrior Gen 5 chassis. Nightfall's 5x20x56 scope on it.
You're making me hard here, man.
And then this is going to make you harder, Brian.
Ooh, now that is.
Dude, if I got any harder, this table would break. That is beautiful.
I thought you'd say
that
so.
That Saiga is a wow shot.
That is nice. Have you shot with him before?
No, but I was impressed with the Vepper, and I saw the Saiga, and I'm like, that is even better than the Vepper.
Well, and I don't know. There's an argument on that one because the Vepper is freaking good. It's freaking awesome. right?
Tika
Saigo.
versus Remington. Tika versus Remington.
Mossberg.
Yes.
Just to answer the Vols question quickly, more Asian, not entirely, not that small, but leaning Asian, less South African, more. God, this sounds like a porno. But South African leaning Asian, but strongly leaning. If you get my drift. So if you're a large order XL, Brian is not a normal human. He is his shoulders are about the breadth of the Titanic's like
Of my
bow.
height.
Yeah. So Brian's shoulders are massive. Like he doesn't fit into fucking anything I produce. That sounds even worse. But Rowan, when you so fucking lovely.
Rowan's going to have exactly the same problem.
Yeah, he's going to have the
Rowan
same
is
problem.
built pretty much exactly
I'm waiting
like
in
me,
anticipation for Parata shirts that I've been asking for since you did the rebranding.
Okay, so I've got but can I quickly do, since everyone's tuned in, okay, here's a bit of a leak.
Don't say leak. I need to take one.
Okay, but everyone else has left, okay? But here's an idea I got, because I really wanted to run like the whole cultural appropriation gig with the shirt. So I wanted to take a caricature of a Zulu in like traditional dress, but as opposed to holding up a spear or an assegai, he holds up an AR-15 and he goes, "I'm exercising my cultural heritage," and that would piss people the fuck off, like hugely.
Yes.
Because if you think about it, the only two tribes that spilled blood for the right to keep and bear arms were the Amashlubi and the Basotho, and I want to get in on that angle hard, just to stick it to the
Well,
man.
there's an argument that there are some other tribes, but not necessarily firearms. But the whole Bombata rebellion and all of that. But
that as well. So I mean, I've got a lot of other non-political shirt ideas that are just cool ideas
also,
that we're going to run with.
Also in Namibia, the Bonnelswarts as well. In fact, most of the wars, turn of the century, there were all about firearms freedom and all of that.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So if we wanted a political angle on it, we could go with that. But I've got a couple of other shirts that are less risque and just cool. O'Brien's taking a leak. So it's me, Madam President, and Rowan. Safe word freedom's back. So so now that we've got the civilized people left in the stream, and Glory Hole, who's returned.
How many Uris did you sell today?
A fuck ton. Thank you so much for buying from me. But so many people wanted them, and I'm trying to ship them all on Monday. And CJ and Gentle Inflatables, whom I owe the caps, Peter Stuyvesant, there you go. I'm going to bring yours to yours personally this week, because the past 2 weeks have been a nightmare. I'm going to just blame Bernard a little bit for this, because he put me in a 2-day hangover last week, something I haven't suffered in a long time. I was broken for 2 days, which was, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought the hangovers went away after the first day. I didn't know they hang around for 2.
Amateurs.
No, it was closer to a 2.5 day hangover, to be honest. Yeah, but okay, Rowan, listen. I weigh 65.
Because you lied to me.
Yeah, but I weigh 65 kilograms.
I told you to take rehydrate.
It's helpful.
Because
do you know how many? Do you know how many sachets of that I went through, and it did fuck all. It just.
Yeah, but you need it with water.
Yes.
Not dry.
Yeah, who honors?
Gideon, hang on. I know how Gideon mixed it. He poured in the rehydrate, added the water, and then he went like, this short's something else, and he took the whiskey, added the whiskey, and he went, this will help for my bubbelas. And then he went and took Pectrolite as well, which was supposed to stop his stomach, and not realizing if you add alcohol to Pectrolite, your body will absorb it faster. That's why he had a 2-day bubbelas.
No, it was terrible. By the way, Graham, that's my boss. Her name's Aziza, and she owns the gun shop, and she's taken. So no, you can't go there.
But Graham, Gideon has promised that he will make. He made actually a fairly cool little video about his everyday carry, and it really was a fairly cool little video. He promised to do a thing on the belly bands, which Aziza does, but he has also promised faithfully that he will get her to do it and not him, because I don't know about you, I don't really want to look at his crotch the whole time.
Roof Rom, how dare you put that onto the channel? You're a Jugo.
My wife.
Not supposed to.
She did.
Where was this? I got to find this now.
What? Oh God. I hope that was rum and not vodka, Brian. You're a pirate tonight. Act accordingly. Okay, he's a Russian pirate.
He's got the Russian vaccine there.
Gideon is the weight of the luggage of the plane. What? Okay, touche. That's actually. Jay says, it's so refreshing without Germ. Everyone else can speak more than you.
and yet, what does Marika do? She keeps fucking quiet, except from laughing occasionally. And then playing with her what's that big dildo thing again called? It's a lightsaber. And then playing with her what's that big dildo thing again called? It's a lightsaber.
Glory hole is back.
Glory hole of the Echo.
Glory hole is back.
Miraculous.
Laurie, I've got to ask, is that Echo because of the glory hole?
No, dis fucking aspirant vanaand, Brian.
Dis elke aand as
Ek fucking ben al jy klim op pad vliegtuig.
Is that Echo because of the glory hole? Ek is elke aand as prins, Laurie.
One trick pony.
But the trick always works.
Oh my God.
Go back on mute, Laurie.
Oh my God. Go back on mute, Laurie.
Listen, Gideon, have you read the comments recently? There are some gems there.
Wait. Everyone keep quiet. Sorry, Laurie, just repeat that. Which one must I read?
Wait. Everyone keep quiet. Sorry, Laurie, just repeat that. Which one must I read?
Well, I'd say go up to, there are a ton now, but about 15, 16, scroll 15, 16 comments up, and then you'll see what I was talking about.
You need to be more specific. Who said what?
You need to be more specific. Who said what?
Wait, now I need to find it again, damn it. Hang on. Brian, just sit down, dude. Sit down.
It's the word.
No, this is my one moment to shine, and you still under so fucking completely. Rowan taking it easy on me tonight.
It's in South Africa. Everything gets stolen.
Laurie, I think your computer was made in China because it goes round and
South
round.
Africa. Everything gets stolen.
Laurie, I think
And
it's
back.
and round.
Laurie's in her own echo chamber. Laurie's in her own echo chamber.
Echo.
Wait a second. So let's try this again. Laurie, oh, Jesus. I'm going to unmute you. Quickly tell me.
And there he goes. I'm going to unmute you. Let me throw myself a phone on the screen.
The host took himself off the channel. Gideon, if this is how you're going to do your first flight, picking yourself off. Then damn, I don't want to fly in your first flight.
Well, let me land the airplane. Wait,
Not going to mute because hang on, let me
You getting me? Okay.
Just hang on 1 second. I'm being shouted at. Just give me. Okay, it was because I left the outside light on and I'm wasting electricity. That's acceptable.
Quick question.
Okay, then why you threw yourself off the computer too?
The amount of awkward silences on this. It's just that wasn't supposed to fucking happen. I'm gonna get a refill. You guys carry on without me for 3 minutes.
don't
Don't
take yourself off.
fucking throw yourself off again.
I don't know how the hell that happened. Listen, Mareike, you're in charge. I'm out for 3 seconds. I need a timeout.
Yes. Sit in the fucking corner.
So, Mareike. Talon Tactical reckons in the comments that you should switch off the glory hole. So I'm actually just going to bow out now before Brian and I come to blows. And not in a nice way either.
Wat het jy gedoen, Brian?
Hey, me.
So
We're not done have a full out.
no, I'm gonna bow out now. I actually have work waiting for me, but it's been fun. As you were. I'll see you tomorrow, Brian, you shit. Cheers, guys.
The thing of nouns, that is excellent. Gideon would confuse an ejection seat with an ejaculation seat. We got to highlight that when he comes back up. Oh. So, Eugene, this is the sort of cuck the regulars normally talk on a Friday night piss up at the pub. It's pretty much exactly what you're fucking sitting in, Eugene. This is what Whisky Friday is. It's us getting fairly fucking shit-faced.
Brian,
and I actually had a legit fucking topic.
You know,
the
and
pilot
Gideon,
without the moustache is the one flying the plane. The pilot with the moustache is the one keeping the air hostesses company.
That is such 1970s porn, dude. It's awesome, but it's 1970s
Look,
porn.
I've got a theory. There's certain occupations where if there are not certain physical characteristics, I don't trust them. A pilot should have a moustache, a doctor should have a beard. That's just one of those things.
And most people should have 2 hands and 2 feet.
Dude, this isn't 1900 anymore, bro. We're now in the era of the retro man, dude.
Retro.
Two-tone.
Boertjies. Het dra nie baarde nie. 'n Boer
Hello, everybody.
'n skeer met 'n regte mes.
There we go. Thank you for highlighting that one. Did you highlight that one, Mareike?
Yeah.
That's just for you, Gideon. Has he got his ear thingies in?
I do. I can hear you.
Well, what the hell is an ejaculation
good.
seat? Is that what you get at the sperm bank?
Mareike, dis die sitplek.
Or on the lawnmower?
Sitplek reg agter die pilot. Dit lyk is 'n klein kassie, daar's 'n mannetjie en 'n vroutjie opgeteken. Die pilot, dis daai seat.
This has been the most disruptive Friday stream.
You can't
Brian, what was your topic? What did you have planned? What was the
There never is.
He said to me, we're going to talk about the tobacco ban.
We'll wait. No,
and that's how he got me onto the string.
Herman, can I be honest with you quickly? My brain is so Swiss cheese, I forgot I invited you.
Government sucks.
So when you're like, are you going to send me the link? I was like, oh, fuck, okay. I forgot I invited you. And then I forgot I invited everyone as well.
Gentle inflatable. Sorry. Yeah.
Now, in all fairness, I invited myself because I haven't seen you and Brian since my wedding.
Oh, this is true. It was an epic wedding. I was quite inebriated.
We chatted the other day.
Dude, it's almost a year ago.
You were more than quite inebriated.
Is dit die vriende wat jy het?
Fuck.
Gideon was die seremoniemeester op my troue.
O ja, fuck, ek het dit ook vergeet. Ek was.
En hierdie ou
seremoniemeester.
And Brian was directly responsible for me and my wife's first date. How's that?
Dis net dronk.
Thumbs up vir daai en Brian. Maar Gideon vergeet wie hy nooi op die stream. Hoe die heng gaan hy? How do you
can give me a lot of thumbs up, but not in the way you're thinking now.
Pilots have checklists, Herman. This is why.
What if you forget your checklist, dude? And you're like, on takeoff, you're going to tune us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gideon Joubert speaking, your pilot on Safe. Unfortunately, we had a catastrophic engine failure. We'll have to return back to Cape Town. And then when he lands, he's like, oh, I just forgot to start the engine.
Okay, let me tell you quickly a story. This really happened to me. But I wasn't the captain. I was still the first.
No.
I was, yeah.
No, because.
Why? Because
you talk. I am happening in and out now.
So I was still the first officer at the stage, and we were lining up to take off runway 19 in Cape Town, which is the southerly facing runway towards False Bay. I think we were going to Durban. We are going to Durban this morning, which would have been a normal left-hand turnout on the departure to King Shaka, and I think there was someone who took off ahead of us, so the captain lined up, set the park brake. It's normal. And then we got the takeoff clearance. He was the pilot flying. I was the pilot monitoring. So I read the takeoff clearance back, and he takes thrust. Now, what happens is the park brake's still set. So when the park brake's still set on the Boeing 737-800, you get the takeoff configuration warning, which is a little alarm that goes beep, 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 beep. And it tells you like either the park brake is set or the flap is not set correctly or a couple of other things are not in the correct position. So you can't take off. So the captain he slams the thrust levers closed again, which is the correct thing to do. But for some reason, and I think this came back from when he was way back in the day, like, and Brian hates the term muscle memory, but I'm just going to use it colloquially now. This is muscle memory that's decades old, and after you close the thrust levers, it doesn't exist. He took the fuel cutoff levers and he shut both the engines down. Right there, boom, and the entire airplane goes dark. It's just like at 6 a.m, poof, and everything goes black. And there's a little alarm that starts screaming that tells you you're on battery power. And he goes, "What the fuck just happened?" And I said, "You just shut down both the engines." And he goes, "No, I didn't." And I said, "Yes, you did. I fucking watched you." He just did. So he goes, "Oh fuck." So now you're sitting in the 737 full of passengers that's gone completely black, both engines shut down on the runway. You're supposed to take off. You can't fucking take off. Just to illustrate, to get these engines started again is a huge, it takes forever. And we had to tell the passengers something. And we managed to juggle that thing. And I think we told them, listen, we had a warning in the cockpit that resulted, so it didn't lie. We just said it resulted in us just like shutting both engines down. But everything's under control. We're just going to start the backup and taxi out. And the chief of training was taxiing out, watching us do this. And to this day, unless he's watching the stream, he still has no idea that this happened, and that we had to start the one engine on the runway, taxi with one engine down. The inertial reference system in the top was going nuts because it's trying to align with the satellites, and the laser gyros are trying to find their center, but they can't while the airplane's moving, and everything. There was just warnings fucking everywhere, and everything was going to hell. And this is the first flight of the day, and it's like, great, well done. Everything is wonderfully under fucking control. But we did get to Durban, and no one knew. And this is
well, except
everyone was
everyone in the
completely
fucking
calm.
airplane was saying, "Why is it fucking dark? Did we load set the fucking airplane?"
Yeah, we told them we did. We just said they must just please
Did we brain
just
shit
chill
them
with
out?
us for a few minutes.
Let the captain have a massage.
Because switching both engines off on the runway is perfectly normal. It's just
Like you're in the middle of the highway, fucking turn the car off. Okay. Sorry.
And it's not even a procedure. I didn't know why that happened. I still to this day don't know why he switched both engines. But shit happens.
Hang on. If you shut down a turbine at that temperature, do you guys sure you didn't screw the turbines up as well?
No, absolutely. Because remember, at this stage, they've been started for about a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes already in idle. So, and they were stable by the time they were switched off. But now you have to get the auxiliary power unit started again. And only once the APU is started, which takes about a minute and a half to 2 minutes, now you get electricity back. Then you can start the one engine. And then you can start the other one once the one is started. So this entire thing takes bloody forever. It's like it's not a quick fix.
Why is Marika no longer G's favorite purple cow?
Because he no longer says it. Ever since I've become a regular on his shows, I'm just
I'm sorry. But okay, now then we have to fix that. Marika is still very much my favorite purple cow.
No, it's too late now.
Brian, hou op om so te moe. Asseblief, dit maak my naar. Here. Now, I think if Marika mooed for us, we would all have a different reaction, but not Brian. It's like,
The scarp tight.
Move us on the lawnmower, Marika.
When is your flight to the UK, Brian? Fucking gentle inflatables with the real questions
24.
tonight.
Do you fit in the pilot seat, Gideon? No, but the pilot seat fits in him.
Fits in me. No, Elizabeth, if you did this, no one would ever fly. I promise you. No one would buy tickets. It's just a no. You don't want to know what happens in the flight deck.
Yes, we do not want to know
Gideon,
because
I have
they were going.
occasion been convinced you were talking to me while the plane was moving in the air.
No, but I tell you one thing. My dad has this great habit where if I would forget to switch my phone off, he would always call me on final approach. Always, like religiously. I don't know what it is. He has like an internal thing that would be like, oh, Gideon's just about to land. Phone him now. And then I'd be like, ek kan nie nou met jou praat nie. Ek moet fucking land. And then, it would be
on the intercom as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming in for landing. Fucking bully praty land.
Just to answer Jacob, no. I've seen it in 10mm auto, which I really want to get one day when I have money again. But
you're talking about the Glock 21.
I presume so.
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
Presume or assume.
Yeah, because
Mode
what's it?
45. Isn't he talking about the Glock? What was it? The Glock 45 that looks like a 19, but it's got front serrations or something like that. Also a 9mm.
No,
It could be. I don't know.
That's not
Jacob,
a
are you talking about 45 ACP or?
Yes, the 45 is just a 19X in black. There it is. At the bottom.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
You see, the guy just got schooled heavy.
Hang on, you just lost me there.
Don't worry, it's a
minute,
Glock thing.
I thought you were talking gibberish.
No, sorry, when I hear a clock, I just tune out.
Yeah.
Because
Not a-
Marika's
not a
got a
cheat.
shadow that. Yeah, do you have a
She's got a
picture
high
of it?
point.
No,
She's got a
Marika sent us a
pretty high
picture of a
point.
shadow. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm going to show everyone a picture of Marika's shadow, not her actual shadow.
We can see her shadow kind of behind her a little bit. It's there on the wall.
Yeah, we
Just a little
can.
bit. Yeah, they're over her shoulder, next to the lawnmower. Over her shoulder. Go like this.
Where is this? She posted. She put it on our little Facebook.
Like
no.
this. Then like
Oh,
this.
there you guys. Oh, there we go. Hang on. So everyone, there's Marika's shadow. Ooh,
Nice.
it's beautiful. I don't even like CZs, but I actually have a wet spot, maybe even for a shadow.
And my friend went
so
with
here's the funny
the
thing.
guy
So Marika and I were chatting about the shadow, and it went like from shadow to a decent gun, like a 1911, just like that.
It did.
Yes.
The conversation went, and maybe like we only have one viewer from the US here, which depresses me. If there are any more of you hiding in the comments, please speak up.
Is that
because
what you want,
this is
Marika?
Yes.
because it went, the conversation went to, didn't it veer, Herbert? That's where it went. It went to 1911.
No, it went better than that.
It went there,
That's where it went.
and it went there, and it just
Yeah.
went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just got very pornographic.
No, but that was beautiful. Actually, I have an appreciation for the 1911. It has a certain class. Wendy loves to
You'd be very close-minded to say some pornography is
brain
not beautiful.
is not where it should be. Hello, Wendy. Thank you for coming to the stream. This is not. It's me, not you.
I smell Castro in this one. Does smell like a gin and Castro.
Disgusting. Castrol or Castro?
Fidel.
Okay, so
I wouldn't
The
want to
FN5
smell Fidel on anything.
serious
not a
gun
damn
question from Bradley about the FN57.
Why?
It's a
I
Gucci
actually-
gun.
what
Gucci
purpose?
gun.
The Gucci gun.
not
It's quite
necessarily
expensive,
for what
but
purpose?
Yeah, this is always the question: for what purpose? If you want to shoot through level 3A, level 3, soft armor, and you don't feel like doing it with a Tokarev, then this is your thing, really.
And
to
you
be
have
honest.
Millions of dollars to buy.
But you're
ammo.
gonna have to pick up your cases afterwards to reload because it's too expensive to buy.
Okay, no, but let's be honest. If the FN57 is in any way, shape, or form in your purchasing regime, then you're probably not the case picking up type anyway.
Fair enough. Fair
You're probably
enough.
going to be like, oh, this proletarians picking up their case.
Dude, I will never forget it. At IDPA Southern Nationals Falls Bay 2 years ago, I'm a safety officer. And this oak rocks up and he's running a Glock. But yes, like that thing is barking and spewing flames and brimstone and it's cases everywhere. And I'm like, Brian, you've shot IDPA. Like in the safety officer manual, it says, if you deem a firearm unsafe, you need to kind of stop the shooter and whatnot. So I'm like looking at this oak, and I'm kind of maybe I should stop him. But he finishes the match, he's safe, and he is on the cases like, dude, is like an orphan on a cookie. It's ridiculous. Now he's in the he's in the grass over the walls. Dude, we need to waiting for the next shooter. No, I don't have all my cases yet. And I figured out he was shooting 357 SIG in the Glock. And yeah, but then
Did you go and shoot with this
like,
357 thing?
No, but it was glorious. It barks like an AR. And it makes
Go
a
and do
flame like the
yourself a
movies.
But go and do yourself a favor. Shoot with that round and feel how fucking awesome it feels. It's like shooting a 45 ACP. It feels that good.
Nice. It was very cool. I was just really surprised because it's not something that you see all that often in South Africa.
Because
Has Herman fallen asleep sniffing a cigar?
I think so. So this is now Bernard has said, I can't or won't show. I will show his 45 ACP, but all the children need to
Stop
leave the
sending him
room. If
dick
they're
pics,
still-
Bernard. He gets off on that.
So if you it's 9:15. This is Bernard's 45.
You need to forward that to me, please.
Do you want to take a closer look, Brian? Just to
Can't see. Oh, the amount of rolling R's this evening.
and Madthang, we will never grind Mareike down. She's Madam President. She's in the middle, that side, sorry, where she belongs, holding a what do you call it?
We would much rather have Mareike sitting in the office of the president than either the current dickhead or the actual president with the kopduk.
Can I correct that? Not would rather. I would ideally prefer.
Ideally, yes.
Yes.
Fucking vote for her.
Yes.
There. Vote for her.
And we can now vote
Seriously.
for individual candidates. So in 2024, bitches, bastards,
Vote
and
for
others,
Mareike.
vote for Mareike. Actually.
If you think your vote doesn't count, vote for me, ironically. And we'll see if votes don't count.
Yes. And unironically and in all aspects, in fact.
Just vote for me.
And since Jeremy, if you're watching, since you're a monarchist, we could make her like Queen Regent for life if you want, if that'll get you off. But just vote purple cow. The favorite purple cow.
Yes.
There you go.
The real cow. Vote for the cow.
We prefer
Whenever you think of lawnmowers, vote for Mareike.
we definitely prefer Mareike's moo over Brian's by a long shot. No, Rhodesians will never die. We're not drinking Mampur. This is still legit. Although someone is
Vodka.
but
Mampur is
we are
legit. Mampur
Okay,
is
it is.
legit.
Sorry. But we are talking about making Paratus moonshine soon, right?
Yes.
It is a thing. It's
That sounds dangerous. While we on a
Anything
topic, can I?
not.
yeah. No,
Sure.
let Herman
Okay,
go.
talk.
He's been
You've
quiet.
been so loquacious
No.
the entire evening.
Say again, sorry.
Said you've been so loquacious the entire fucking past 15 minutes. Carry on.
I had to fall asleep. Sorry, guys. While we're on a topic here, a different topic. Mareike, you said the other night on my
Oh God, yes.
There we go. Okay, fuck off.
No, you're gonna have to just redo all of that.
Sorry, Herman.
Said the other night.
Gideon.
Herman, you broke up horribly.
Yes,
You're
is
going
it?
to have to
Hang on. Sorry, say again, Mareike.
You broke up horribly. You're going to have to repeat your question.
Okay. I said the other night, you said on the stream you want to buy a 1999 Prado.
Yes.
Now, do you think the two gentlemen on your side, and I do not know this gentleman on this side quite well, but apparently they do know me quite well. Yeah, that one there, wherever.
The one with the
On this side, on my short finger. Do you think they will take up the challenge?
I don't think he will, because he will not be in the country, but he might join us from up
She said
north.
country.
I don't know.
No.
He might if he's still unemployed.
I definitely will if I'm unemployed. I know what the challenge is.
How are you going to pay
What
for
was
it?
Yeah, this is the magic question.
Now, I don't think our friend
was
on
the
this
challenge?
side knows. Okay, Mareike, I think
I
you
have
will
no
be-
idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I'll give it over to Mareike because she knows the challenge quite well.
Okay,
Gideon
Madam
knows it.
What's the
President.
challenge?
Madam President, please.
does it? I'm a bit fussy on the details. Does it start in Cape Town or does it?
No, Durban. Durban to Dar es Salaam.
Okay, so the challenge is to get from Durban to Dar es Salaam first in X amount of days before the ferry closes. And it is to raise awareness for farmers.
Yeah. No. It's fundraising for orphanages. That's my idea.
Fundraising for orphanages. Okay, yeah, because they took a hell of a knock during this lockdown.
Yeah.
Okay, but what do I need to do?
Okay. Gideon, I'm hijacking your channel. Is that okay?
Go, because this is a super cool cause, and I would love to take my Subaru to Dar es Salaam.
Okay, the idea is teams, we'll set up in teams of 2, all right? I don't know who's going to take Germ on as a co-pilot, because he can talk a leg of a dog. To reference Ramon, he can talk the leg of a dog. So
I think Ramon and Germ have to be in a team, and myself and Mr. Cavalier down here will do pretty great in the car.
I'm already in Ramon's team. I'm driving Ramon's Subaru.
No,
so there's 2 Subarus.
Break down like in 5 minutes.
No. We have to have Marika. We have to have an all-girls team, just to show that girls can actually beat men, So you still.
No, not equal.
Okay, guys. The basic idea is we should set this, and we'll probably one day get to talk together about this. But yeah, the idea is from Durban to Dar es Salaam. Do crazy crap along the line. Film it while we're on our way. Maybe get somebody who's willing to do a series on this whole crazy stunt thing that we do, and let's see. And the first one, and you have to do it in a certain amount of time. Reach Dar es Salaam and then take a ferry over to Zanzibar at a certain time, because we have to sort of arrange that either friends or family arrive at a certain time. If you miss the time slot, you miss the pickup of your family on Zanzibar. So. Just a crazy idea. I think I'm sort of.
I think it's a fantastic idea. I'm totally on board with this. We just need to get the sponsorship for obviously the fuel and the costs, but that's the whole point of fundraising. I would love to drive from fucking Durban to Dar es Salaam. I would absolutely, as long as we skip like ISIS North Mozambique, but there are so many options around.
Zambia.
We should go.
No,
not North Mozambique.
No. And to just segue off that to answer Bradley's question, the AR-15 is definitely taking NSA. We're selling a fuck ton of these things. And you're definitely going to see more and more of them because they're affordable. They shoot a affordable caliber, and they are just. And Brian's going to love this. They are so much better than the LM4. So much.
Christine Botnight, is it really 4,000 kilometers? No ways. I'm going to Google this.
It's 7 days. It's probably close to
better than the LM4, right? Any single AR is better than a fucking LM4 or LM5 or whatever. Who even doubts that?
I don't know, Ryan, unfortunately.
I can promise you now, if you got asked that question on some of the grensvechter groups, you can have a fist fight on your hands.
Yeah, but I don't do gunfight anymore, so why would I do that?
Mm-hmm. You know what? Hold on. Let me just say something here. I realized something.
JC is brutal. Oh man, JC is Jonathan. You're brutal, bro.
I felt that not just in my testicles, but up here, like in just below my kidneys. That kick was hard. Oh. Jesus.
Please do not put me.
I want to say something.
Jim will sell me for
this. Rowan fucking
Jim.
Brian.
Kan jy vir 'n slag van nie? Jy babbel al die hele fucking
We have given Gunsight an incredible amount of shit over the years, right? However, I did realize
rightly so. They're a bunch of twats.
Yeah. No. Look, you deserve what you get. However,
like this comment. This is, you deserve what you get.
If not for Gunsight, I would have never met Gideon. I would have never met Brian. I would have
And then they banned you.
You would have met me.
I was an admin and they banned me. How's that?
Yeah, you were an administrator and they fucking banned you.
Alan Rex loved his R4. Alan, I'm
feel
sorry
I need
for
to
you.
give them a bit of credit for what it set in motion 10 years ago.
Okay, so
Because
if we
a lot
can
of good
talk
came out of
inside,
it.
Yes. Craig's initial idea was awesome for the time.
Yeah.
Craig Lee, who was the guy who started up the online forum, gunsight.co.za, had a brilliant idea. It really was. Really. You know, the sort of amount of engagement and conversation and all of that brought, I will actually credit him with bringing the firearms community together in this country in a way never before seen, providing the platform to link everything up. I will actually also say this. Rowan is right. GOSA would not have existed if it was not for Gunsight, not the way it is today, right? The gun lobby would not be a thing if it was not for Craig Lee and Gunsight. If you want to know about a legit hero in the firearms community in South Africa, it's Craig Lee. Frank Haas, Craig Lee. Frank Haas came in later, Dion Storm, and Craig Lee. The three of them, legit heroes. Will not argue with that.
I remember it
What
was
it
different
became.
on Gunsight then. It was a bit more fair
Yeah.
game and a little bit more
It
how
was
shall we
relaxed.
put this?
Yeah.
And you could ask questions. Even if it was a stupid question, you would get a lack of answer because the community was much smaller. And so you know what, as much as I absolutely do not miss it, I do give it credit for what it put in motion,
Yep.
you know, many years ago.
Yeah, I think that's
True. Now,
that's.
Can we now
Yeah,
segue to
sorry.
my fucking topic, please?
What?
Yes, I just need to, before you do that.
Too bad. Okay.
No, I just want to say to Bradley that the AR-15, yes, the 5.56 223, but both of them are. It's in 5.56, but you obviously shoot 223 through it. It's doing pretty darn well in SA, and I hope more people buy them because it's just.
Bradley, get yourself an AR. You will not regret it. Buy it from CHS Guns. You will definitely.
There goes Rain.
Because
Rain,
name me a place where you get them. Ask for Aisha by name.
Brian, you're gonna have to reshoot that.
Okay.
Get yourself an
Bradley,
AR-15. You won't
call
regret.
CHS Guns. Ask for Aisha.
Aisha.
Ask for her by name. She is the AR expert. Stop listening to Gideon. All he does is shoot the fucking garden furniture with the things. Okay? Ask for Aisha by name. Call him tomorrow. Buy yourself an AR. You will not regret it.
Listen,
Call Aisha.
as a former policeman,
awesome.
Brian, am I allowed to talk about the garden furniture incident now that's years later?
Hang on. The former policeman.
I can't hear you. You need to talk. Oh, he's gone to Tinkle.
Former policeman left the building.
He left the building. He's hopefully coming back. I'll start to become first part for the DD. The double. Is that the DD or the double D?
The double D trip.
Thank you. I feel so special now.
Well, I wasn't meaning that. It is for deer dronk. Or the interpretation can go anyway.
Just to let everyone know, Mareka ordered a large hoodie, and it's not big as she's physically big.
I also ordered an extra large in case the large is too small because Gideon said snug, and I've had snug hoodies before and I didn't like it. Hoodies need to be roomy.
Double D trip it is there.
We can auction off Mareka's, the spot in Mareka's car.
Madam President is indeed the sponsor. But you were saying, Brian, and then you cut off.
I said buy. Okay, so can I have my fucking topic now?
No.
No,
What is the topic?
Right. So here's the topic. We had a debate. Rowan, you were somewhat involved in this debate this week, right? That someone, I don't
I'm in a lot of
you're not
debates.
making me jealous. Right? So the debate was thus, that sport shooting would make a person
goodness.
a better, would make a person better in a critical incident. So a defensive critical incident. That sport shooting,
Oh,
nou
my
fuck
goodness.
off aan jou weer.
What defensive sport?
Okay, dan moet jy maar 'n bietjie stil bly, Herman, want ek en Rowan gaan nou die ene uitchat 'n bietjie. Okay?
Mareike,
En
ek gaan gou rook.
nee,
Bye.
rook jy lekker. Okay, so here's the thing, Mareike, you might actually enjoy this because you have a lot of experience in sport shooting. Granted, not quite the sport shooting that we were having the discussion about. The assertion is this, that sport shooting plays or could create an effective replacement, and this was not Rowan's assertion, right? An effective replacement for defensive training. And I had the opportunity to object to this. The argument then grew a little to say that sport shooting, the skills learned in sport shooting were effectively transferable to a defensive engagement. My assertion is that is wrong, that there are a lot of other training activities that you can pursue whose skills transference to a defensive engagement, a fight with whatever, is far more transferable than shooting IDP gay or IPSC or any of the other so-called tactical sporting codes. Now,
Yeah, okay.
if you want to shoot sport, I think your motivation should be to have fun. That's what any sport should be. Have fun. Don't mistake this for a learning opportunity, because you can do super cool quick mag changes and quick draws, and you can move around a known range with a known engagement scenario in front of you and shoot it like John fucking Wick. Okay? Because you ain't going to pull that shit off, to use the axiom, in the streets. Okay? And here's why. Now, Rowan, I'm going to let you come in because you had a lot of value to this. But I want to just set my standards first, or set my context, why that is so wrong. When you look at what a critical incident is, let me walk you through this as if it were a flow diagram. You have a big chunk of that critical incident that consists of pre-incident events. What do I mean by that? This would be the indicators that something is going to happen. And yes, even that farm attack or that attack at night is preceded by pre-incident events. There is a time period before the event where you become aware that something is going to happen. In a combative context, it's more immediate, it's more visceral, it's more dependent on recognizing human interaction. But there are always pre-incident events. There are also mechanisms, which is where the concept of security comes in, which allows you to create a choke point for those pre-incident events so you can recognize them. Fences, alarms, etc. Okay? Your safe room, your zonal security, the processes that you follow.
Brian.
The actual shooting part. Just give me one more second. Can you bear with me? Just one more second. The actual shooting part is just a very, very, very little part of it. The actual fight. And then there is a recovery period after that. My point is that sport shooting has certain skills which cover a very small part of the very small part. And that's why your IDP gay and your IPSC has very, very, very little to do with your defensive engagement. Okay, that was
Brian,
a waffle.
add to what you said.
So, can I just jump in before Rowan answers very quickly? Linda, Yeah. Linda needs assistance with regards to a competency training facility in Krugersdorp. This is a very good question.
Tax Shack.
Yep, Tax Shack is in Northcliff. It's close. I know it's close.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's TACCHAC.
But fucking PFTC is in Krugersdorp.
Professional Farm Training Council.
Yes. Krugersdorp.
Yeah. So, okay, but if anyone knows a decent training facility in Krugersdorp, please tell me. Yeah, sorry, Rowan, I interrupted you.
Yeah. So, number one, shooting is not fighting. Okay, so Brian talks a lot about kind of the pre-incident indicators, the mental aspect, kind of the false continuum, etc., etc. I don't want to touch on that. I just want to focus purely on, let's call it hard skills. A gun does not magically work different because a guy is shooting back at you. This mag still goes in the same way. You still need to pull the trigger. You still need to find the sights, etc., etc., etc. It's a mechanical object. The function is exactly the same. Whether you're in a gunfight or on a shooting range, same difference. However, gunfights don't happen on square shooting ranges. If your gunfight or your event, is probably a better word I'm looking for, is beautiful, 10 meters, flat parking lot, the guy is standing still, and you have time, beautiful sunlight, you're wearing your favorite t-shirt and 5 and 11 tactical pants, good for you.
Stop fucking calling them tactical pants.
Nah? You know what I mean. Good for you. It's lekker. Life will be good. And it will in all likelihood serve you very, very well if you are a very competent sport shooter.
Brian.
However, but we both and all of us, I don't know about Herman and Mareike, the other three of us, we've all been through the infamous Mr. Barlow's close quarter kind of courses.
But the one where Arno just likes hitting you, where he just likes hitting you in his gym. Yes,
exactly.
It's a very good
first thing you learn is that gunfights don't happen in perfect conditions. And let's think about this logically. If you're a farmer, is it going to be beautifully a fight down your hallway, or is it all likelihood going to be bent over next to you while you are turning off a pump at 2 o'clock in the morning? Or is it going to be next to your bed, rolling on the ground, fighting a unknown attacker, or is it going to be in the kitchen on a slippery linoleum floor, slippery with your own or your attacker's blood, rolling around with, that's what these kind of situations look like. Gideon, you use the infamous situation in December where the guy was fighting the guy in his hallway.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest mistake that many, and I'm a sport shooter myself, that sport shooters make, is that they think shooting is fighting. I used to.
I'm going to jump in with that example now. I want Herman to just quickly segue in because we had an offline discussion about exactly this. Thank you for that.
JCS.
Ja, JCS. But Herman, spring in because I want to jump off what you're about to say.
Yeah, guys, look. I've had look. I'm the first responder in our community. All right. So I've seen a few of the scenes afterwards. All right. I also treated some of the patients, and from what I can surmise is that most of the time these guys were caught off guard, even if they were carrying. All right. The one guy was in his room. He was sleeping. He woke up. He had a 38 special right next to his bed. He was caught off guard 9 out of 10 times. And I'm saying it straightforward, guys. People who are caught in a farm attack or a armed robbery or a attack in town, because I do not like to differentiate between an armed attack. It is an armed attack. Yeah. Most of these people, 9 out of 10 times, they were caught off guard. All right. what bothers me about the whole situation is not the person that is in the victim. What worries me the most is the reaction of both the security company and the community. Most of our farm attacks that were warded off successfully were where the community was actively involved. The guys noticed, okay, I was caught off guard. He got to a radio, two-way radio, or he got an emergency signal out somehow on some sort of device. All right. The neighbors started responding. Those people are still alive today. The women haven't been. Okay, I'm not going to use that word. I hate that word. But you understand what I'm saying.
Right. They haven't been raped and violated because that is what happened.
Let's go
in
to
the farm
violent.
attack.
Yeah. So these attacks are warded off 10 out of 10 times by the community. All right. What's the structure of a community look like? All right. The biggest problem we have in our community is not being gun ready. The problem is handling the trauma afterwards. All right. I'm going to show you guys something very stupid that most people don't have in their house. They've got a rifle, they've got a firearm, it's full of bullets. But do they have this? Do their community have this? A medic bag. All right?
Yep.
Complete medic bags.
Yep. Yeah.
I've got a full kit medic bag. Tomorrow morning, we're doing a mock-up of a farm attack in our area. All right? So we're going to do a mock-up. I'm training medics, additional medics. I'm the first responder. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. But Brian, you've been talking about people, and Rowan, you've been talking about the fight inside the house. My question is, what happens afterwards? We can talk till the cows come home about how to handle yourself in your house. You can be the best shooter on the block. You can put all your bullets in the center hole at 50 meters with your 9mm. The thing is, how do you handle the situation afterwards? All right. How's your Brian? How does your community look? Mareko, how does your community act? Gideon, do you even know your neighbor properly?
Yeah.
That's why. And I remember
These
on
are
Twitter,
very valid points.
Very valid points.
I mocked on Twitter. I replied to Paratus. I said, your best first responder is your neighbor. What I meant in that sense is, guys, and this is a bit of serious, but I'm my neighbor's best first responder. All right? Because if he's prepared, even if he's caught off guard, he's got his two-way radios, he's got his communication system in place, and I will be there within 5 minutes. All right? Okay. I think a lot of people do not realize the structure of the community is more important in a sense than I'm not going to say need to know how to handle your firearm properly and to ward off your assailants. But in the end, if you do not have a structure, you can ward them off for a while. But if they regroup, if they are a group of 6 or 8 people coming into your house, you might be able to ward off 1 or 2 of them, keep them at bay. But at some stage, if these guys are determined, and most of these assailants are high on drugs, Brian, I think you guys, as an ex-policeman, you would have had to do with this. Most of them are using flakka. Most of them are using crack heroin and combined with either nyaupe or marijuana. They are high, and these guys are highly motivated to get into your house. What are you going to do for warding off these guys for an hour?
But that's exactly the point, Herman.
So here's the thing, right?
Hold on, yeah.
Let me just come here quickly, right? So hey, shush you, okay? So
it's lag.
So there are 2 components. There's 2 components to this, right? It's nie fucking lag nie. It's net jy wat vir my wil doodpraat. Okay? There are 2 elements to this, right? You raised 100% a valid point, which was the other element of my whole thing, which was where Rowan and I were discussing with a few other people, and we were I was being called a boomer and all that sort of thing because I dared to disagree with Zeniel. But the whole element of this is this: the most important element is mindset. Right? I don't give a fuck what master level IDP gay IPSC shooter you are. If your mindset sucks, You can have all of those skills and all of that gun. You're still going to bend over and take it right up the arse when the people come in. Because to your point, Herman, they don't come in to play patty cake and to make nice.
No,
right? They are coming in with the motivation of fucking hurting you.
Yep.
Because why? They don't like you and they want what you have.
Yep.
Criminals commit crime for two reasons. Sorry about the background noise. For two reasons. They're a resource predator or an effect predator. There's a third one, sorry, 3 reasons. Or a combination. They want what you have and they want to do fucking bad shit to you. Your mind is the first fucking weapon that we've had. Let's look at the 3 or 4 defensive shootings that we've had in the past week, right? None of them were IPSC master, IDP gay, whatever's. What is it now? Experts, masters, whatever the fuck it is. None of them were that. They were people who decided, I am not a fucking victim. I am a fucking victor.
Yeah.
En hier gaan jy op jou fucking moer kry. And they won. Because they had that in their mind. Now, granted, Herman, I'll go on. When you're talking about sustained engagements, when you're talking about putting and planning your security, you are on the wicket superbly. You've got to involve your community. You've got to build it out. You've got to have the processes for you, then the processes to impact into your environment, external from the you. Okay? You control what you can. You influence what you can. So I'm 100% with you. You want to involve your community. You want to get them on board. You want to not just your farmer, the neighbor, but you want to make sure that your labor force is invested in your safety, in their safety, in your collective safety. You want to make sure that the broader community is invested in that same collective safety as well. 100%. But when we talk about the you specific, we need to talk about the you here, not the you who's doing fancy mag changes and watches 500 hours worth of Magpul videos. I love the Magpul videos. I watch them too. I love the shooting sports. I go there and I have fucking fun because that's what it's meant to be. But I don't go there and mistake myself for John fucking Wick because I can shoot fast. Sorry.
Yeah, but can I quickly jump in? Because Herman actually really tickled my farmer fancy.
No, let's go.
Resilient communities is something.
Gideon's going to get a hate.
Like Brian's favorite word. Resilient community structures, whether we're talking farmers, whether we're talking suburbs.
Can I say one thing before you start, Gideon, please?
Yes.
Can I say one thing before you start?
Go.
One thing. Just one thing. Farmers, please. Stop asking for Cyril to speak about the farmers. He doesn't fucking like you. Stop asking the police to help you. They don't fucking like you either. They don't want to help you. They want to see you die. Stop asking them.
Stop training empty
sort
chamber.
Your own shit out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So resilient communities.
And don't train with chicken wing, you don't.
There's this beautiful thing called, so collectivists of all race stripes. Racing stripes. Sorry. I fucked up my own analogy. Collectivists of all racing stripes hate this, okay? The individual is the smallest minority, and you ignore the individual at your peril. And highly resilient communities are what happens. It's the result of putting high-functioning individuals together in groups where they are aligned for the same purpose. Resilient communities are the way forward in this country if you want to fucking survive. After what this government has done to you for lockdown, regardless of whether you're a farmer or living in the suburbs or living in the city or living in a township, the real fundamental question and principle is your community resilient? And if it's not, what can you do to make it so? There's no point in waiting for Big Daddy government to come give you a fat handout because Big Daddy government is poor. Lutuli House has stolen all the fucking money that would have been channeled through you through the tax system because sin taxes aren't going through SARS anymore, guys. Sin taxes are going straight to Lutuli House via their criminal connections, whether you like to hear this or not. And the major irony of this is the SAPS, who are supposed to be the guardians of law and order in the Republic, are now actually the enforcers of the criminal cabal. They are taking out the competition that the so-called illegal cigarette manufacturers have by going, okay, fuck you. You're not allowed to sell like Marlboro, and you're not allowed to sell Peter Stuyvesant. You need to sell Gold Leaf and all this other cuck. And the portion of which will go to NDZ and her fucking frenemies, or whatever you want to call them. That goes to Lutuli House, and it'll fund domestic terrorism and foreign terrorism and criminality. And the SAPS is enabling that. So your justice system, your cops, are now enforcers of criminality. That's how captured the justice system is. The only way we're going to survive this is if we rely on each other and if the community is resilient. Because ultimately, what little law enforcement remains in this country is going to fucking evaporate. Because why? It's not being funded. Stop expecting government to solve your problems. Listen to Mareike.
My community is very apathetic. How do we get people to get less apathetic?
You in Mulan.
Mareike, if you can figure that out, you'll become a gazillionaire.
Yeah.
I will never forget it. A couple of years ago, I was at
lawnmowers,
a local
everybody.
local farmers something, and I'm not stepping on Herman's toes here. I'm just telling an anecdote. And so they had a discussion on security, and there was some local cop there. Now, I am not built for high-speed activities. I'm built for cuddling and hibernation in winter, So I'm allowed to say that I am quite luxurious in circumference. But in any case,
and then whatever the fuck's going on your face.
Right?
Yes.
So there's this cop that's now in charge of security advice for these farmers. I'm like, really, dude, you can't even get over a farm gate. That's how fat you are. And I'm allowed to say that because I'm not exactly small either. The
road is about 3 times my mass. He's impressive.
The security aspect of that whole meeting was 10 minutes long, and it revolved around how many cooks. Is there enough cook sisters at the meeting for all the farmers that were there? So,
hey, cook sisters is belangrik. Flip it ou. Wat help dit ons met sekuriteit praat as ons nie kan koeksisters eet na die tyd nie. Nooit. Nee, nou begin jy wag 'n bietjie. Nou soek jy om
Ek oor die lyn getrap. Oor die lyn. Terug oor die lyn, Roan. Terug oor die lyn. Yeah. So my point is that I think the sooner it's gotten to that point where just absolutely realize that you're by yourself. Yeah. You're by yourself and treat it as such. I'm so glad somebody said my snore is epic.
Yeah.
Can I screenshot it and show my wife that I've been getting compliments for my moustache?
I think so.
Rowan, you know what, guys? Just to get in there, the problem is with most security meetings, it doesn't matter where it happens. I've seen it so many times. First of all, most of the time, it's security. What? Here it comes. What?
Yeah,
what?
No, the truth bombs. Hoi.
Okay. All right. First of all, most security companies that are out there are in it for the money. They're not really in it for skin in the game. All right, let's call it what it is. If the more attacks there are, the more robberies there are, the more crap that happens in an area, the more money they make. All right. And secondly, yes, 10 minutes, after 10 minutes, I go snoozy, and I'm worried more about the cook sister and the brideflays outside of the meeting. So that is unfortunately, and guys, that is a problem. And I've been banned out of our community because I've sort of said my say. But the brew is telling me bullshit. Why? Why the brew? Why am I bullshitting? I'll tell you why. The brew, what happened in our area. This guy came into our area, promised us, no, we're going to set up this nice community policing forum, and it's been working. What happened? Like Brian is freezing, this guy just went out, used our money, built up his own security company, and in the end, we found out he's been Corrupt. He stole. We bought him a bakkie. All right, lekker. We paid for his trackers and his security guys to do his armed response for him, all the while paying for dogs. And when we asked him to come and do tracking with the dogs, what happened?
There's no dogs.
There's no dogs available, but we paid him $3,000. So sorry, guys. My experience is
Exactly. But
that's
hold
what.
on.
That's what. Yeah.
What I wanted to add to exactly what you said, the biggest problem with all of these. Okay, hold on.
Not all of them.
Community is important.
Each other.
It's important to have a network, to have people that you can rely on, etc. I'm not saying it's not important. However, that should be the gravy on the mashed potatoes. Gideon, I don't know if you remember. It was. Hold on.
Bring that back up, please.
It was a number of years ago. I wrote an article for you, and I think it was called something like fallacy of delegated responsibility or something ridiculous that I thought out by myself. But the point that I made was all of this stuff, commandos, neighborhood watches, etc. It's great. It's absolutely phenomenal, and it's great, and it does its thing. Hashtag campaigns, whatever it is. But all of that has one thing in common. It shifts the responsibility to a group instead of the individual.
Yeah.
And no matter how good that group is, you can have the best trained farm watch, community watch, home response company in the world. They are still not there when the shit hits the fan. Yeah. And all it does is it just shifts its responsibility. It makes me feel like I did something today. Tweeting that hashtag, I did something today, but in fact, you just took that responsibility, you shifted it somewhere, and when it fails, it gives you somebody to blame. And I'm probably going to get hate mail for that comment.
Okay, no, Ruan, you're in a way, you're right. Look, blame shifting is part and parcel of human beings, you know. If I want to blame something, I blame Marika. If there's a geological fault beneath Brits, then I'm going to blame Marika because she's the one that's supposed to look after it. If my gun doesn't fire, it's Gideon's fault.
Fucking course.
And if the dog has little puppies, then it's Brian's fault. And if I can't take off, if my pilot can't fly, I'll blame you.
Me. Don't blame me.
Ron, so that's human
Don't
beings.
blame me for your dog's love.
Okay.
Sorry. I want to come back. Sorry, Beth.
Yeah.
Beth, not that fucking comment, Gideon. You're bad. You want fucking bacon.
Which one?
Which one? There's a rechte.
My camera can't focus.
Well, you two stop fucking doing shit with each other.
She's got a freaking bomb, man.
So, what Beth, Eleutheria, and you should be watching her channel because it's pretty fucking good.
Channel's
especially
awesome.
if you want to learn about sewing, and you should. Right, so go and watch Eleutheria. She had a really cool one with Paul Hart, who's another one of these crazy fucking farmers types, right? But okay, she says use a small security company in your neighborhood, and that is exactly right. Whatever you want to do in terms of enforcement, and someone else here, tactical fucking tobacco, not you tobacco farmer, but tactical something talent, right? Who's apparently a former colleague of mine who's stalking the fuck out of me, and I'm a little bit worried. But anyway, coming back to him, right? So he made this other comment about the CPF, the Community Police Forum, being the future. And yes, it is. Not because they're all Rambo-esque and fucking tactical this and tactical that. And please, tactical clothing. The only item of tactical fucking clothing is a suicide vest. Please, if you want to wear tactical clothing, wear that. Okay,
right,
coming
so
back to anything else.
Please allow me to interrupt.
Fucking please.
I need to tell them. I need to add to what you're saying. We've got this new security company.
I haven't fucking said it yet.
But they are...
Get a security company that understands the you, right? Herman made a fantastic fucking comment. It is about two things. The you and the you, your community, right? Here's another thing that he alluded to but didn't say because he was just thinking about Cook Sisters and his fucking cigar. Okay?
Yeah.
A policeman is not a fucking security specialist. If you want to talk security, talk to a security specialist. It's a very big difference between a law enforcement person, policeman, and a security specialist. It's like you don't go to the fucking policeman and expect him to give you legal advice. They're not a fucking lawyer, people.
Yeah.
Don't go to them for legal advice. Just as they're not a risk manager or a security specialist. Go to someone who knows their shit. Herman has summed it up. It's about the community. So go to your security company whose responsibility lies with you, because that is how policing should work. Policing should belong to you in your community, not to fucking Becky in Pretoria.
Okay, can we get off the mic?
Now you may go, Rob.
Okay, I want to add something to what Brian just said. If you go for
Sorry, this is for Jonathan.
Security company, for the love of everything that is good in this world, use your brain. We've got these guys that started in my neck of the woods. And the moment the name of the company has got something that says tactical, that's your first clue that you should stay away
That's a
from.
groot fuck up already.
Tactical
So
K9.
these don't rock up in town. Nah. Their logo, and yes, I will not say it. Their logo is a predator animal, nah, with a nature event.
Are you referring to a pedophile or a rapist here? I just need to check which kind of predator animal.
Walk around town. Nah,
I have a tactical pen.
Impressive as all hell, nah. It's fire rigs and mag pouches and desert combat boots in George. I mean, we've
I
got
also
more
have
range.
combat boots.
But desert combat boots. Huh?
Hang on, I've got boots. I've got boots.
Yeah, but you're in boots. That's different. So for Jacob from Louisiana, George is like the Vermont of South Africa.
Hold on. I'm painting you this picture.
Fucking tactical boots.
The tactical boots, tack vest with molly pouches. Right? And I'm like kind of intrigued because I see the thigh rig, but I'm not close by. So when I get close, I'm realizing it's just a vest. It's not a bulletproof. It's just an empty vest with pouches, like a fishing vest, over their uniforms, and it's BB guns. But it looks hell of impressive from far away. I mean, it's the right kind of cars. It's the right kind of clothing. And then I heard the other day the police confiscated their BB guns.
And you must not forget, Rowan, you must not forget, and they've got the tactical camera as well.
I will have to check if they've got cameras and gloves, fingerless gloves.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have fingerless gloves because the pair of gloves that I wanted was out of stock on every store that I was looking for. But that was like 2 months ago, so maybe I should just check again. I have a lot of gloves, but none of them are fingerless with knuckle protection.
If anywhere on a description it says tactical, you know it's not good.
No, I don't care about tactical. I just want to look good.
When in doubt, have more gear.
Gideon, you guys are into and all of you and Brian and Marika and all of them are into, shooting and, enjoying your guns and everything. The best that I have seen in my little confined experience is the guys that you least expected to be behind your back. And I've been in hairy situations. Look, as a medic, I don't carry a firearm with me. I can't, because I'm wearing my utility kit. I don't have time to worry about a firearm. And there's two guys that if I tell them like this, guys, I need your backup, even if the bullet starts flying, these guys will be there. And the best part is, I've noticed over time, it is, as Brian already said, yes, it's an attitude, it's a mindset. But sometimes, as you said, it's the tactical guy that's rocking up, carrying this big gun, showing it off while in public. I usually look at them and I'm like, okay, when is he going to shoot himself?
Yeah.
Whilst running away. Sorry, guys, I'm very negative when it comes to the handling of these type of guys.
I once saw a guy. He had a tracksuit top on, and his pistol was hanging out of the tracksuit pocket. And I was just sitting in the car. I was like, I could roll down my window and grab his pistol from his pocket, and he would not even notice it.
Jeez.
But there he was, loading his shopping into his car with his pistol hanging out.
It's probably because it wasn't a shadow. You didn't want to touch it.
I don't know.
Guys,
I don't know.
I'm going to be really, really rude and interrupt everybody and excuse myself. My laptop is not going to make it, and I'm very far away from my charger. So I'm going to say...
Is this you checking out? As empty chamber is bullshit.
I'm literally on 5% with my laptop, and I'm not going to make it. I'll speak until I die, but if I'm gone, I'm gone.
Okay, that sounds fucking American. Like Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. You're going to stream until you die.
Okay, bye so long.
We need to wait for Rowan to die.
No, it's probably got another minute or 3 left.
And pressure Rowan, because there's an actual Louisianan deep south watching your battery croak as we speak. And he's actually donated to the stream. So you need to stand stack.
No, it's got another like a minute or 3 left, so continue, please. But yeah, if I just disappear, yeah.
I don't think anything will get Marika to change her mind about the CZ Shadow. But
unless someone wants to sponsor her with a really cool 1911.
Yeah.
I happen to know she likes the 1911 more.
Brian, the only reason I did not buy myself a 1911 is because my dad said I'm going to inherit his 1911.
What 1911 is it?
What do you mean? It's a Colt 1911. A silver one.
The real McCoy.
Which one?
I don't know which one. It's a Colt 1911. It's a Colt. It's a Colt.
What, a Series 70 or which one?
Real 45. Anything else is not a real 45. Everybody knows a 45 is supposed to be.
It's the genuine Colt.
I think that he died.
It's the 19. It's the Colt. It's the one that you want. Ooh, yeah. That's the one. Yes. I did look at them. They were like 20,000 rand, and my dad said no, it's overpriced. So yeah, I'm going to inherit his 1911 eventually. But for the time being,
that sounds a little high.
That was the prices. My dad knows more about guns than I do, so I will listen to his sage advice. And
2011, 1911. Listen, same thing, just better fucking material. Okay.
The Colt
That's the point.
1911 will be my ultimate.
Yes, I'm with Jay Belmer, Springfield.
That's Jacob from Louisiana. He's Springfield.
Strange enough, there's 108 people watching
Tactical
on YouTube. I know.
Yeah. Are they mad to sit and watch 4 people talking nonsense the whole time? Are they so binge crazy on reality TV that guess who's back? Kyk haar.
I'm on my cell phone. Sorry.
Okay.
You just can't get enough.
It feels a little bit weird leaving you guys kind of mid-sentence.
So,
Well,
okay, coming back to that one, that's the exact one, Gideon. Thank you for highlighting that one. So go fucking back there, right? So he carries a 45. No, fuck off with that lazy trope. That's not the whole thing. Listen, dude, let me be super serious. Everyday carry, 9mm, all the time. Guess what? Glock, all the fucking time. But I still think, and this was the discussion that Mareka and I were having, the 1911 is the prettiest pistol you will ever in your life set your eyes on, unless someone goes and does that stupid fucking gun drug dealer engraving shit on it. Okay, not that.
No
shit.
gold,
But
no gold plating, no engraving.
Yep.
Just the plain gun.
Clean,
Okay,
slicked
I know
out,
I'm a noob.
purposeful, 1911. And guess what? On a range, that shit's about the most fun you can have with the gun. Okay? But carrying every day, I'll still go Glock. She's still going to go with a pretty fucking high point. Okay?
well, no,
It's
what
what it
carried
is.
a baby
Baby
eagle.
And 9mm for me.
Next
Yeah.
year, the baby eagle is going on section 13 because right now it's on section 16. And then I'm going to get another gun for section 16 because I can. Because I'm a metallic silhouette shooter and I'm allowed to have like 56 guns.
I was about to say. But do you even need to move the deagle in that case at all?
Okay, smoke break.
I think that would be better for legal purposes, just to not make too much trouble.
No,
But I mean,
it's trouble.
why not? I already have the baby eagle. They cannot deny me a license.
No. What's your
But
current
the-
sections? What's your current section 30?
I don't have one.
Okay. No, but
I only have
no.
section 16.
No, but don't keep it section 16. It likes being section 16. It's perfectly beautiful in section 16. You can carry it legally section 16. It's there's no stress.
Yeah, why would you? I agree with Gideon. Why would you move it? Makes no sense.
Because I like the baby eagle. It's a 40 Smith & Wesson. It will make the perfect section 16 weapon. And then I can just get, it will make the perfect section 13 weapon. And then I can just get another one for section 16.
No, but you can anyways get another one for section 16.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, I can't.
No, you can.
No. Listen.
Okay, tell us why you can't. Tell us why you
for
can't.
My one.
For metallic silhouette shooting that I do, we only have the fun events is for your self-defense weapon. So we have 2 big bore fun events. The big bore production, what's it called now? Sport handgun, and the sport handgun unlimited. So my baby eagle is on for sport handgun, and the shadow I will put on for sport handgun unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay. So next year I have no section 13. So next year I put the baby eagle on section 13 for self-defense, which I am legally allowed to do.
Yeah.
Then I can get another one for normal sport handgun because the CZ is on unlimited.
Mareka, you need a backup for your current division gun. And I'm being dead serious. So if your baby if you're using your baby eagle already in a division and it fucks out.
I'm not using it because it's useless.
You're not supposed to say these things on the live stream. Okay, but okay. The whole point is, and I'm being dead serious, I'm not even being euphemistic here. If you're using the deagle theoretically for this purpose, that's the whole point why you got it.
Yes.
In a rational society. If it fucks out, you need a gun to be able to step into that purpose not just in a week's notice, but on the actual day, which is what the whole point would be then to licensing for that. That's how you do it. So like a 10-year license is so much better than a 5-year license.
Hoe fucking
And-
vinnig rook jy, Roos?
Ja, jy rook vinnig.
Liewe fok. Wat the fuck het jy met hy sigaret gedoen?
Triple touch
I
bar.
can have my baby eagle for section 13, okay?
Yeah.
And then I can have something else. Then I can have 2 section 16s according to my sport. So one of the section 16s I can use as a backup.
Yeah, but you could do another sport as well.
I can do another sport as well,
Yes.
but I'm not in a position to do another sport right now because we don't have 3-gun in Tabazimbi.
Okay,
We don't
but
have pin
but-
shooting. We don't have any of those other things.
Go
in
inspect and
Tabazimbi.
start it.
yeah. Can I tell you what?
Inspector,
We'll talk.
and start it.
Yeah, we'll talk offline because it's going to be possibly a boring discussion for the rest of the audience. But I'm going to phone you about Spectre. We're going to talk about it tomorrow and I'll explain how
We
it
can
works.
do the drive-bys
and
on the lawnmower.
That might,
Like,
yeah, the drive-bys with the lawnmower.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, the lawnmower story. The people that still watching, the 102 of you, we are going to launch a competition where you are going to send in your best lawnmower photo.
No.
So
Looking
the
all
basic
brown.
requirements are it must be you in the photo with a lawnmower and a firearm. And bonus points for all the props that you can get that the government hates. And we will have a competition and the winner will get a Paratus hoodie and a Paratus cap. So send us your photos to
but not my Smirnoff.
what's your email address?
There you go.
I'll sponsor a Cuban cigar.
And a Cuban cigar.
I'll sponsor a Cuban doctor.
And I think on that bombshell, because Brian just sent me a WhatsApp telling me a storm's rolling
I look
in.
like
and
Chris
it's killing-
Base.
Yeah, you look like Chris Base, and it's killing his rain connection. Fucked up. With that competition, with what Marika just said, I think let's at 2 hours and 15 minutes we can call it a night. But I need Marika to end us with another truth bomb. Ja, jy lyk soos Chris Base, Brian. Fuck. And
Why
Mense
are
kon
you being
sin
such
soos
a
fucking Chris Base.
fighter?
That's not exactly something to be proud of, Brian.
hang on.
Dude, why? He
Am I being a
sings
failure?
brilliantly.
I need to end
Near
it
the brew.
with
No. No, the brew. No. This is no.
I don't own a lawnmower. Does naked? No dick pics. No. Hang on, wait. If you're gonna send dick pics, just to Gideon, not to no one else, please. I'm not
I'm
judging.
ending
that
it
shit.
with Bernard's 1911. There you go, Bernard. You're still in the comments. You're still fucking here. So there's your 1911 immortalized forever.
It's gone.
It's gone. So
Wait, I have a better one to end it.
safe word freedom. Marika, since you're telling me I'm fading, gooi. End
I
us on a
find
high
your
note.
lack of stamina disturbing.
Hashtag, that's what she said. And dames, here and honor on that bombshell. Thank you for this Whisky Friday.
Wait.
Yes,
Thank you.
Wait.
I promised a special shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Thumb from New Zealand,
A terrible
who
disappointment.
is watching this in their early morning hours. Thank you for tuning in all the way from civilized society.
Thank you very much.
And thank you to
Can I say one goodbye?
yes,
To
of course
Herman
you can.
Spreader-Cunt. Thank you very, very much for joining us, Dominic. We appreciate your commitment to the cause.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks,
Thanks very much, guys.
Balalaika.
Yes, bye.